Last year was a clown show. It was a joke in there.
You couldn't get starters and non-starters straight.
And we are overreacting to this video of Mike Vrabel because, well, I think we all kind of assumed it was a clown show. You don't get fired after one season because the team's just losing.
And
like, there are all kinds of coaches that after one season have only won 3 or 4 games but don't get fired. He got fired because whatever was going on within those 4 walls was not satisfactory, that it was not an organized program, that there was not discipline, there was not accountability, there was not cohesion. There was none of that, which is why he got canned. And it showed up on the field. It was an undisciplined mess every Sunday. And so that's why I think we're overreacting.
I'm not. You asked me what I thought of it. I said it was fine because I'm not going ooh and on over that him standing up there giving the rules because that's standard. That should be the baseline for every team. Yeah, sit up in meetings, take your hats and your hoods off, show up on time, call if there's an issue,
be accountable.
Don't be late, be accountable, and then pick up your own trash, and it's not a valet here.
But they had to hear that.
Yeah.
That apparently was something not being preached last year.
Well,
and Mike Vrabel's now had a chance to get in there, talk to players, see what the hell was going on. And he's thinking, well, you guys don't even have the basics down.
But sadly,
share them with you.
Sadly, almost needed that buffer year off of Bill because it wasn't right last year. And they were like too far from what
of
Bill
course.
was.
Thank God for the buffer year. That was great. It was great for him.
But no,
it was really good.
Because now you come back and now you shock the system again. It's like you got to pull. If it gets cloudy, we're gonna throw some shock in it. Get ready for the shock, baby.
Yeah.
I got 10 gallons of it.
You guys ever watch Caesar Milan over the years?
Yeah.
You like him?
Yes.
I absolutely adore him.
Yeah.
I think he's wonderful. Caesar Milan.
He's quiet. He's thorough. And then he gets you.
Well, I love it, right?
Yeah.
And you know what you see?
Most dog trainers are like that, though.
You know what you see with the dogs?
Yeah.
Dogs want to be trained. They want to be told what to do, don't they?
Yeah, because they want affection after it. They want to say, good boy.
They
good
enjoy
girl.
the structure of training and knowing what to be doing and, doing the right things. Dogs want to be good, don't they? Don't we believe that?
You ever notice the difference when you put a dog on a leash? And, they sit right next to you. They lay down.
Do you ever notice the dog's reaction once they've been trained by Caesar Milan? It's almost like they are relieved. Like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I now have someone who's telling me what to do because I just so desperately wanted someone to tell me exactly what to be doing. I feel like there's a little bit of that going on there right now, like relief. And we're all having that same reaction that the dog has, like, oh, thank God. Oh, what a mess this has been. Oh, finally, the basics are established here. Oh, finally. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike Vrabel. Thank you, Caesar Milan. Thank you. I want Mike Vrabel to walk around and do that kick thing that Caesar does. He does the heel to the back leg of the dog.
Yeah.
I don't know if they put that on TV anymore.
No.
They
That's
consider that
blurred
abuse
out.
or something.
Yeah.
Or he does a little just a little thing, snaps the dog's attention.
It's
He's
like,
all right, we're good.
It's like whacking that horse with the whip stick, not whip.
That's what I think we're feeling right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
You said it at the end of last year after the 5th Walk It Back Monday. But if this is what was going
sure that
on
was a
and this
thing?
is how as dysfunctional as it was at the podium, what did it look like behind the scenes?
I kept asking.
And I think that you're getting an idea of how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then they fired him an hour after the game, and it was like, well, that kind of confirms it. Yeah.
I feel
It was as sloppy and disorganized privately as it was publicly.
I feel so much better about the Diggs signing because I was leery at first because, just tell me he's not going to be able to do this till October. I figured there would be this 3-month gap where he couldn't work with Drake May for the timing aspect of it. He is moving so well in his workouts, cutting on the bad knee, no knee support whatsoever, running through cones, picking it up, running through the thing, but running routes. Dude, this guy just had knee surgery a couple months ago. He's so far ahead of schedule that I think he's going to be ready to go in August when camp starts. That'd be phenomenal for this team. Up and running by week 1 because there's people that are targeting October, and I hear it. But I think he's ahead of schedule, way ahead of schedule than where he should be. That's good. Good stuff. And with Hollins, good stuff in the wide receiver room. That's good info right there. Maybe Baker straightens his ass out.
Doubt it.
Baker's not going to be here.
Doubt it, dude. Baker, come on.
He's got the most talent, I think, out of any of them.
Give me a break. No, I'm not buying that.
Okay.
Polk has a shot because he's a second-round pick.
Yep.
there's no good reason to cling to Baker and hope for more development.
He's got to beat out
Elliott.
Booty. He's got to beat out Booty. I'm not saying he's going to. Booty should beat him out the way it's structured, but for him to make the team or have a chance, he's got to be better than Booty. Booty makes plays. I like Booty.
Yep. I see what you did there.
Yep.
Play on words. That was nice.
I do.
That was good.
Keyshawn Booty.
So glad that happened. Glad they're straightening things out. Glad they have veterans that are going to come in the room and sort of figure things out and be on the rails and have structure and have discipline and accountability and just have a freaking group that all pulls in the same direction because of all those other things
Yeah.
that kind of lead to that, where players start holding each other accountable for whatever it is they're doing on or off the field. That's what great teams have had over the years. And I'm sure that's what Mike Vrabel's trying to build.
How long do you think it took players last year to be like, this isn't normal zone?
Not long.
At the end of the year, they were saying the OTAs, which was 5 months prior. And that's after they got delayed the reporting for a week because coaches were still getting to know each other.
That should have been such a
That was
red
your signal
flag.
right there,
Yeah.
dude. That was just number one signal right there. I'm like, what have you been doing for 3 months? Why do you need an extra week? You have the advantage. You're a new coach. You should be salivating the fact that we can report early. No, you pushed it off. That's a big sign right there. We should have known.
By the way, we have a report that Carlton Davis was, in fact, present for the start of Patriots voluntary workouts. The video that Overtime Athletes had posted was filmed a week ago from before they had posted it. So even though it showed him being in a different location at the same time the Patriots were working out, that video was old. They waited a week to put it up.
The math didn't add up there where you're paying a guy $20 million and he's not going to be
That
part
would
of
have been
the
a really
offseason,
bad look, man.
especially when
Yeah.
that's your key message. And that's a tough thing with Instagram and all that. And, when do these happen? When are these posted? Like, I take the bait on some stuff. Where,
Credit-
Oh, that's from last year.
Credit to Bernd Buckmaster at Pat's Pulpit, who had that he was in fact there. So our apologies for reading too much into that Instagram post.
Yep. Bad by us.
Bad job. Carlton
Bad.
Davis was there doing his thing. Good sign. Good sign. $16.5 million. I'd be showing up too. Good call by him.
Want me to sleep at the facility? Sure.
All right, so you know what? That was our only gripe about a lack of buy-in. They've got the buy-in. The guys are there. They're doing it. Not so voluntary workouts.
Yeah, especially when Vrabel makes a joke of the voluntary part of it. One of your key acquisitions is not going to be there. Come on.
I know there are guys that say, hey, it's voluntary and I'm not required to be there, so you can't hold it against me. I know that those guys exist. I think that's nonsense. If you're really all about being the best possible player and you have a chance to go be with your team in the offseason, it's your job. What are you doing? You get tons of time off in this sport.
Yeah.
Professional sports, for the most part, gives players a lot of time off. This
And the-
sport gives you months.
And the NFLPA has made it easy for you. Made it easy for you during the week where you have only one padded practice. You're only allowed 17 of those. You can't hit in preseason anymore. You got to wear shells on your head. And it's voluntary in the offseason. So you can pick and choose, maybe miss a day here or there.
Even if you played in the Super Bowl, you've had 2 months off.
Right. That's what Howie Roseman said yesterday, too. And I was reading some of that stuff. He's like, hey, the honeymoon's over now. We enjoyed the Super Bowl. We're back to work. We gotta retool our team. We lost guys. We added guys. We need to get back at it again. Enough of that. Turn the page. Super Bowl's over. That's good by him. Roseman's coming to the forefront. It's one of the best GMs in the league. Really is. Does a great job. Admits his mistakes. Gets past them. Keeps drafting until he finds the guy that he wants. He's done a good job.